to just make a massive army of broodlords. Or broodlords or ultralists, because even when you max out on Roach Hydra, your supply limit is what stops you from spending all that money. So, like, it's actually impossible to make a Roach Hydra army that's in cost equal to Protoss Deathball. So, see, a little engagement can happen here, and at this point, I'm like, wow, I can't believe this. I'm letting him back into the game right now. I'm still really far ahead, but if I had let that little engagement happen, I would have probably lost this whole army. And I always get confused when the game is going on, but you need to have a 1-to-1 ratio of Hydras and Roaches. So I was going for a drop here, which is why my army was lacking. And also was throwing down some Spine Crawlers to give myself some time when he pushed. I should have been pushing with this army over here at the exact same time, since that's the only place his third base could be. And this was, I have no idea what I was doing. Like, here I'm moving now, but this is way too late. So since I saw a couple Colossus walking around that way, I decided to come from the side instead of through this narrow choke, because I'm going to be able to do big damage to his army right here. And I thought I had more drones than I did, so all these Spine Crawlers dropped my drone count quite a bit. And as you can see, losing that whole army, not killing his third, his supply changed slightly and mine plummeted, and that was definitely a big mistake on my part. At this point, I was producing tons of Corruptors and Roaches, and I was just thinking, I really don't want to die at this point. Like, I can't believe this. So my Greater Spire was going. He didn't have too many Stalkers. Pretty sure if we check the unit tab, we are basically even on Stalkers and Roaches, but my Roaches are 2-2, his are 1-0-1, so I know I have at least that advantage. Still, now that I have quite a few more Roaches than he has Stalkers, I'm gonna push in, try to spread the Roaches out a bit, and Corruptors are doing good damage to his Colossus. And as you can see, more Roaches still rallying in. So it's a good thing that I kept him on, like, he stayed on 2 baits for so long, because otherwise he would have been able to warp in quite a few Stalkers and I might not have survived. Looking at the income, my income is still really, really good compared to his. And that's because even though I don't have a super amount of drones, I have them spread out still over 3 full bases. So when you get to this point and you can't remax off your money, it means you definitely don't have enough drones. So as you can see, I just popped out a couple more. I would really like to see myself get about 15 more drones. I'm feeling more comfortable now though, because I killed all of his Colossus and my Greater Spire is about to finish. So Broodlords are insanely good. And what some people don't know is that the reason Broodlords are so good is because if you A-move and he A-moves, his AI, the Protoss AI, will actually target all the Broodlings and not the Broodlords. So the only real way for him to kill these is to have Blink Stalkers or Void Rays. But I know he's been on 2 bases for a while, like he got his third now. So I'm not expecting Void Rays, which is why I have basically no anti-air. And without Blink, he won't be able to kill these. It will be such a pain for him to try to get in on them. So I still am slightly increasing my drone count. And going for a drop at the same time with some Zerglings, because if they're left unattended, they can kill so many pylons and things like that. So I just queued that drop up. And then I was ready to move out. And with this much money, I should have filled the rest of my supply with drones and taken both these bases. And just as I say that, there I go to take this one at least. So I was trying to match the timing of the drop with the frontal attack. So I can see his army is somewhere over here. I saw little flashes of a Stalker. And here we go. Main engagement is coming. I don't know if he has Blink, but I do have a good number of Roaches even if he blinks. And all the Lings going off in the base. So as you can see, his units are actually attacking the Broodlings, just like I said. When he's focus firing these Broodlords, but as you can see, because of the positioning, all these Stalkers in the back are just going crazy running in circles, not knowing what to attack. The Lings are doing a lot of damage in his main, and because he chose to go for Immortals, it's really unlikely he's going to be able to get to these Blue Lords. Colossus would at least allow him to focus fire and kill his army fast enough that the Stalkers might be able to get over, but at this point, the game was over. So I was quite relieved that I didn't give up such a huge lead that I had, and was able to secure that. I wish they had a little counter that told you how many drones you had, because sometimes I under-drone and I sit around 60 to 70 when I want to be at 85, and then sometimes I say, okay, I'm going to make sure I don't under-drone this time, and then I move all the way up to 100. So that's GG. I am going to go back and cast a few more games. I played quite a few interesting games on ladder. Yep, been doing more coaching, and that's about it. Oh, also, a lot of people have been giving me feedback. I'm not sure if I should change the color scheme of the channel. If anyone has any suggestions, I think someone might be willing to help me out with that. And I need something to say at the end of the videos, and I'm like terribly uncreative. So if anybody wants to help me out, send me a message or just message me online, and yep. So I am going to go and cast a few more games now. I will post this as soon as possible. And that's it.